Hot Toys, Indiana Jones. Are we Kiko? Are we taking 4 L's here? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I think the people might disagree with you, Kiko. This is where, dude, if you call this bad, Kiko, you're not gonna be the Hot Toys Dick Rider anymore. So I think that title, that name, that label is going to be gone from you. So we got to talk about this. My question really being, are collectors desperate for Harrison Ford figures? Because it's been some time since we've gotten a good Harrison Ford figure or a Harrison Ford figure at all. I actually heard, I think someone was telling me that this is actually the head sculpt from The Force Awakens sort of retooled, and they put a hat on him. And it does look kind of similar when you look at it. I've not gone to see this Indiana Jones film yet. I know the reviews from the critics were good, and then the audience score is like really good. I've heard the audiences are loving it, so far at least in the one day that it's been out. But we're going to see how this shakes out. But this one's not even up for PO yet. I've not seen it on any U.S. retailers' websites like Sideshow or anyone who's affiliated with them. So I've not seen it. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the licensing thing. I can only assume it's going to pop up eventually. You're eventually going to have Indiana Jones show up for you. But that said, Kiko, are we desperate enough to buy a Harrison Ford figure of Indiana Jones, even though this may not be the Indy that collectors want? I mean, it could be, but I would assume most people probably want the younger version. Probably not going to get that one, though. Do we settle for this one? What do you think?
And that's the point that we're making, is that are you desperate for a weak representation of your iconic character? I don't even know where to begin with this one. Is that I understand that the new movie is out, okay? And regardless of what you think about the film, the position that, you know, whether you're like it, you hate it, think it's ridiculous, whatever, doesn't matter. No one wants to see a geriatric Indiana Jones on their shelf. You want to see The Last Crusade, The Temple of Doom, The Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Harrison Ford Indy that was badass. I'll even give you, for the attempt that Crystal Skull was, at least it still felt like Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. From what I've heard, this is essentially Luke Skywalker in a fedora. Old man Luke Skywalker in a fedora. He's sad, he's depressed, and you know he doesn't want to continue on with life. Where have you heard that before? Spoiler, everybody, I guess. But
well,
I don't know.
Lucasfilm.
It's Lucasfilm at this point. That's kind of like the mindset that you have. So I haven't gone to see it yet. I've just seen what people have been saying. That's it. And I don't think that's a spoiler to know that he's sad and depressed. Okay, great. How does that work? I don't want this. And I don't want the dynamic DX base or whatever that says Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny on there. I don't want to be reminded of a film that potentially I don't like. That's like, is it a good piece of art? Yes, I'll give you that. I love genuine leather. I love that the fact that they really are trying to push it. But once again, why is the hat sculpted? Why can you not take it off? That's a problem for me. I want it to be better than that. And I think that this is just people, if you're really wanting this, that you're settling. Because by the time by the time this goes up for pre-order or whatever it may be, you could potentially go and get the original. I think it's the DX05, I think is the original Indiana Jones DX release. Is it the best of all time? No. There's a Present Toys version out that is really good if you want the real Indiana Jones. And to me, this is nursing home Jones. I don't want this one. I don't want to feel that my hero is a bum and just on his last legs and such. No pun intended. Once again, this is another topic, another L. Visually, great. Emotionally attached to this, hell no.
Okay.
May I say, last thing, which is why I was adamant saying, you know what? I don't want the old Ghostbusters from Afterlife with all their wrinkles and feeling sad and all that stuff. I want the OG ones to where I'm like, this is what I remember from 1984. That's what I want. So to me, if the film kicks ass and Harrison Ford kicks ass, we will revisit it. But
yeah,
sneaky suspicion, he probably doesn't.
You know what, Kiko? I'm gonna put myself out there for getting roasted here. I didn't really like Indiana Jones. Like I watched the first film and I didn't finish it. I didn't really like it. And this is something too. I know people were upset with me when I said this too. I didn't really like the first Rocky film. I watched it and it was okay. I thought it was all right, but I had watched all the Creed films first, and then I went back and tried to watch Rocky. Justin was like, "Dude, watch Rocky. Because he loves Rocky," and I was like, "All right, I'll watch it." I just wasn't really crazy about it. I just felt, I don't know. I didn't really love it. I wasn't that into it. And same with Indiana Jones.
Man.
Yeah, it just wasn't
Do you
that
even
crazy,
like
but
the original trilogy of Star Wars? Fuck.
Yeah, of course, dude. Of course I do. Of course. I think Empire is the best one, but yeah, I think Empire is amazing. I think the other two are like pretty good. I like the other two, but
did he just say the original Star Wars were pretty good? Did I just hear
they're
that
pretty
right?
good. Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, Empire though. Now that's chef's kiss. Right
Yeah,
there.
I'm with Kiko.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just about to stream solo now. Dean, bro, what do you think, man? What do you think about this old Harrison Ford indie?
Objectively, it's pretty fucking good. Real leather jacket looks fantastic. The clothes look cool. The tailoring is great. The accessories are cool. And real leather shoes
and leather whip, bro. You could
and
use
leather whip. I
Yeah,
mean,
you could
come
use
on.
that.
That's you love to see it. And this is kind of the innovation that I've kind of been expecting, especially with InArt on their tail, you know. It's like, step up your shit. And this is definitely clearly a step in the right direction. I think it looks like Harrison Ford. I think it is. I've been going back and forth between the episode 7 Han Solo and this. I think it is basically the exact same head sculpt. Just with obviously hat and the hair. Harrison Ford famously hates Star Wars. The fact that he was in the sequel trilogy is actually kind of fucking crazy. But he fucking hates Star Wars and he hates Han Solo. So I think that's why we haven't gotten the new Han Solo figure. So when people saw this and they got excited, like, oh, maybe we'll get a new Han Solo if he's
you're dreaming on that.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. He actually loves Indiana Jones. Like,
he cried at Celebration talking about Indiana Jones when John Williams came out to play it. He's like, that theme follows me everywhere. He loves Indy. You're right.
Yeah, he absolutely.
Why does he hate Star Wars so much?
I think I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, he was already pretty famous when those movies came out. He was already pretty famous.
Yeah.
So I just think it was kind of like a side gig that he did, and then it turned into like this whole phenomenon. And I think he just kind of resented it. I don't know. He just doesn't like it. I mean, you could watch any interview with him. It has to do with Star Wars, and he's like legitimately angry.
Yeah, he's like, so what do you think about this? He's like, I don't care.
Yeah. So seeing this was no surprise. And I think it looks fantastic, but I'm also with Kiko. Not really what I think of when I think of Indiana Jones. I mean, even back when Crystal Skull came out, I was like, he's too old to be doing this. I mean, that movie is not good. It's just like objectively a bad film. This movie sounds like it's more of the same, just really terrible. I don't know. But I'm also kind of with Will. I enjoy the first Indiana Jones like casually. I'm not a huge Indiana Jones fan. I've seen the second one. I don't think I've seen the third. I don't even know why I watched Crystal Skull, if I'm being honest.
The Last Crusade is one of the best movies ever, especially with Sean Connery in it.
I have to watch it because I just never I don't know. I've never watched it. Not because I don't like
it the right way, and that should have been the ending.
Yeah, not that I don't enjoy it enough to finish it. We weren't an Indiana household, I guess. But anyway, I think this figure overall is a win, and I think it's pretty good. It's just, how much do you like the movie? Like Kiko said, he could end up fucking loving the movie and come back and eat his words. Like, hey guys, I was wrong. This figure's badass. I'm gonna get it. That is entirely possible. I don't know. But if you love Indiana Jones and you just want an Indiana Jones and think it's cool to have him on your shelf as like an older guy, I think it's a win too. So overall, I think this is a positive figure. Again, innovative, using real leather on different parts, not just a jacket. I think it's fucking cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool too. I mean, objectively, like we're all in agreement here. I think that it's an objectively good figure. Yeah, it's pretty good. So
also, I totally called this on our show on Tuesday because we were guessing what figures we were going to see over the summer, and I was like, I think we're going to see Indiana Jones, and some people thought I was crazy, and then the next day they announced it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, hey, it is pretty cool, bro. It is pretty cool. And it's funny. We got some really good comments. Who was it who said, Will, you're not that old, but damn, did you watch any movies growing up? Yeah, dude, I was born in 1991. Okay. So this is a little bit before me. So yeah.
Yeah, I think because you kept talking about like old films compared to like you watched Creed first.
Right. I watched Creed first. Yeah.
And the way people make movies now is so different than back in the 80s that it's really hard to compare them. But yeah, that's it's hard to even say that the original Rocky's not good. That movie's fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of people love it, and I'm willing to concede that one. But yeah, I mean, look, the bar to me is Terminator 2. Terminator 2, bro.
Oh, that is excellent,
dude.
That is
1991. The VFX in that film, groundbreaking, and it still looks good today. That to me is the bar. Like if I see films and people say like, "Oh, it was the 90s," I'm like, Terminator 2, bro. Terminator 2.
Terminator 2, the original RoboCop.
Yeah,
those are hard movies to. You'd be really hard pressed to find better films even made today.
Right. And it's kind of how I feel about Lord of the Rings in the 2000s. Like Lord of the Rings still holds up super well. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, guys, let us know your thoughts on Indiana Jones. I think it's pretty exciting. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy people are getting Indiana Jones because there's a lot of excitement about it. So to me, I think it looks like a great figure. I just don't really care about Indiana Jones, but for the people that do, I'm glad that you're getting one. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool.